You guys are silly.
Yeah. Finally, it's summer. I think I should throw this thing. Where'd it go? Where is it? Oh, there it is. Here you go, Shot. It's so warm out that I can hit a ball.
All right, guys.
I can do this.
Guys, come here. Oh. Guys, come here.
Yes.
Okay, Shane, come here.
Zach.
Zach. Sorry.
I can go.
Look at the dork.
I lost my blade.
All right, hey, make sure you don't leave that on the grass because Grandpa's going to run over it with the lawnmower. That won't be good.
Howdy doody.
All right.
How you doing?
Zach, tell me, how much does a car cost?
$1.
No, seriously, how much does it cost?
I know. $20,000.
20,000?
700.
700.
Woo! A shoe. And for change, a brain. 28,000.
28,000. Okay, that's good. Okay. Zach, who was the first president of the United States?
George Washington.
Katie, who was the second president?
Abraham Lincoln.
No. Abraham Lincoln was the 13th president.
Give me a name.
What was Abraham Lincoln famous for? Go ahead.
His big hat. His writing.
Wait, his writing?
Yeah.
What kind of writing?
His
Huh?
letters. His letters. His letters. His letters. His letters. His letters.
Okay.
His letters. His letters.
What is George Washington famous for?
I know.
Okay, go ahead.
He was the first president.
Okay, what else?
And he got shot.
Do you know what his teeth were made out of?
Wood.
That's right. That's right. Go ahead,
I
Katie.
know where George Bush was. I think I know where George Bush was famous because his
George
dad was.
Bush?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because his father was the president.
That's right. Well, who is George Bush today?
George Bush.
Yeah, what is he?
He is a president
Right.
of the United States of America.
Okay.
He lives in Washington, D.C.
Okay. How warm do you think it is today?
80... No, not 80. 70 degrees out.
I think it's 68.
No, I know.
No, 66.
I know.
Katie?
74.
74 degrees? I think you're about the closest. Okay, what is July 4th? What is July 4th?
Fireworks.
Well, what else?
To celebrate the president.
No. Katie, go ahead.
It's when a town gave us freedom, I think.
Who?
England.
Who?
England.
England, that's right. That's right, we declared independence from England on that day. How long ago do you think it was?
In the 80s.
In the 1980s? Okay.
Let's party! Da bonga bingy, da bonga bingy, da bonga bingy.
How old do you think the country is, Chantel?
I have no clue.
You think it
I
was
know.
born in the 80s?
No.
I know. In the hundreds.
In the, huh?
In the hundreds.
In the hundreds? What do you mean?
79
What year?
million years ago.
100 million years ago.
No, when dinosaurs lived.
How long ago did the dinosaurs live?
100 million years ago. I know.
That's
I
all right.
know this.
That's
I
about-
know this.
no,
I know this.
You're right.
I know.
You're right. They died off about 75 million years ago. And 100 million years ago, they were alive still.
The baddest dinosaur was T-Rex. T-Rex.
Yeah.
What was the goodest dinosaur?
The best
long
dinosaur?
neck. Long neck.
The brontosaurus. Those were
I
pretty.
wanted to have a long neck when I was a baby. I had a turtle, and it was so good.
You guys-
I lost it. Devin lost it.
Do you guys ever look at animals today and think to yourself, those things are just dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
what?
Sometimes I think hamsters are balls, and I pick them up and throw them.
She said.
I think hamsters are got balls, and sometimes I just pick them up and throw them.
Oh, no, he's kidding. Okay.
Devin, I bet you Devin would think a snake is a shoelace.
Where is Devin? Where is he?
He's taking a nap.
Okay, but do you ever look at like an alligator and think to yourself, that's a dinosaur?
Yeah.
Dinosaurs never died. They just moved to Florida.
I think an alligator is a dinosaur that crawls like a baby.
Well, what are we? What kind of animals are we?
I know.
What?
Humans.
Well, yeah, but are we? That's right. We're mammals. And you know what else are mammals?
I know.
What? Name some other mammals.
Cameras.
What?
I know.
Who?
Giraffes.
Yeah,
A walrus.
that's right. You know what else?
Walruses were dangerous because they had to go down this big hill and they were sharp, and some of them died and got buried up and
Really?
on top of each other. I saw it on an animal cut.
Oh.
Animal
Do
stuff.
you think a mouse is a mammal?
No. A mammal?
You think a what is?
How about a whale?
Yeah. Yes.
How about an elephant?
Yes.
Okay. What makes the sky blue?
Air.
Wait, here, stand over there with
Air.
what makes the sky blue?
Air.
But what, you're saying that the air is blue?
God.
Well,
God.
right, but
I know.
go ahead, Katie. You don't have to raise your hand.
The space is kind of like bluish.
Space, outer space?
Yeah. It's kind of bluish, blackish.
So when you see like films on outer space, do you see blue?
I see dark blue and kind of black in it.
Okay. So that's
Pluto is. What do you guys think Pluto? The color Pluto is?
I know. White. Orange.
No.
White.
I know the real color.
I'm gonna say blue.
It's pink.
Is it?
Yep.
What color is Mars?
Oh, I know. Mars. I know.
Okay, Katie, you don't have to raise your hand.
I forgot. I think
It's really red.
Stand over there, Katie.
red. Red.
Okay.
Like that thing.
It's red. So is it hotter or colder than the Earth?
Hot. Cold.
Why is it cold?
Because it's far away from the sun.
Why is it hot?
Close.
Because it's close to the sun.
Well, what are the order of the planets?
Because
Which planet is the closest to the sun?
I know.
I know
Mars.
No.
No.
The moon.
No. The moon's not a planet, silly.
Yeah.
Planet X.
Oh, you know about that one, huh?
Oh, and they discovered a new planet in space.
Yeah.
And it's named after a princess.
Really? Which princess?
Princess Diary.
Doesn't that planet stop?
I mean, she was like a China princess.
Isn't it Mercury?
Yeah, Mercury. That's what
Okay.
they discovered.
All right. If you were to drive a car to the moon,
Yeah,
If
could
you
you
were to drive
please film this?
if
Could you
you,
please?
okay, go ahead.
Okay. Ow! Ow! That hurts. Ow.
If you were to drive a car to the moon, how long would it take?
30 years. 100 years.
How long do you think it would take?
For a car,
Yeah.
2 million years.
2 million years.
No, let me change that.
10 million years.
Yeah, I went to this
700 million.
Me and my friend did this
99
space thing.
years.
Are you serious? Okay.
and we looked at the backs and it said or Mercury. No. I think Venus or Mars is 8 years away.
8 light years?
Yeah. No, if you go to space, it would take you 8 years to get there.
I think it would take you a
okay.
million, alien, tillion years.
I think it would
Really?
take.
8 years.
I think it would take
No, wait, I know this
10
one.
years to get to.
No, I
To
know
the moon?
it.
This planet.
I know
Oh,
it.
to the furthest
It's-
planet?
Yeah.
100.
No, I think
100 days.
I think 15.
If you were driving by car?
15 years.
15 years to get to Pluto?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
What's Grandma's favorite color? No, don't ask. Okay. She got it.
Green.
How did you know that?
Green.
I don't know. It's just.
I know why. I know. She's a Packer fan.
But I just, it's like,
She liked green long before she liked the Packers.
Yeah, she likes green because I think she has more in common with green.
More in common with green?
there's green in her whole yard.
Why do I look green most of the time?
No, you know how we are light green? Look at all this grass. Oh, I know because plants are green.
Yeah.
I
Because
can get it in a different
flowers are green.
brown.
Flowers are green.
Mm-hmm.
The stems are green. Like
Okay.
this.
And what's your
like
favorite
this.
color?
Like this.
What's your favorite color?
Green. Because I'm a Packer fan.
Mine's pink.
Yours is pink, Chantel?
Mine's pink and purple.
But which one do you like better?
Oh, no, green and yellow.
Green and yellow?
Purple
Why?
and pink and yellow.
Why green and yellow, buddy?
Because,
Packers.
Packers.
Who's your favorite Green Bay Packers
Like
player?
Favre.
Who's yours?
I don't know, but I know my friend's colors.
Who?
Jordan's is blue,
Well, I don't know those people.
and she's a girl, and Alexa's
Well, of course
is
she's a
red,
girl.
and she's a girl.
Okay.
There's some boys named George.
Yeah. All right.
The most boys
Who's
that
your
I-
favorite football team, Chantel?
The Miami Dolphins.
Really?
Yep.
Who's your favorite Miami Dolphin?
I don't know.
How about you, Katie? Do you like the Vikings or the Packers?
Vikings.
You like the
I
Vikings,
tell
huh?
my dad.
Well,
And guess what?
her dad has brainwashed her. What?
The most kid that's annoying in my class, I would have to say, is Aaron.
Yeah, but you told my dad that you would. Cheater.
So who's your favorite Minnesota Vikings? Why do you like the Vikings?
Because
They're stupid.
Because they choke?
they choke people, and
No,
the
they-
Packers kill the Vikings.
No, they don't choke people. They can't.
They choke.
Zachary, come here.
All right, where are we going to go in a little while when Grandpa gets here?
I know.
Where are we going?
Go-karts.
We're going to go ride some go-karts.
Yay!
I know.
That hit me in the head.
My dad-
Somebody hit me in the butt. I broke my butt in my head. Ow! Zachary! Broke my leg.
Oh, I could hear that.
I can't feel my legs.
Zach, do it again.
Ooh, my legs mad at me.
Zach, do it. Zach. Zach. Wait, I want to jump on your head.
I can't move. Ow!
Ah, that's a hard ball.
It
My
is.
foot gone. Ooh, Pop!
No, that's mine.
Shove?
You can have some.
Woohoo! I'm playing.
Was broke and he was my best friend. And I love him so much.
Who's your best friend?
A toilet. In 1992.
What's your toilet's name?
Jamie Spears.
How
good
It happened in 1962.
Okay.
My beautiful plant died. And my frog ran away.
Okay, Katie, you tell me a joke right now.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Boo.
Boo-hoo.
Boo you.
Aww.
I'll
Okay,
tell you a
Zach.
joke.
Okay.
Actually, I'll tell you a song. Jingle bells, Batman smiles, Robin lays a gun. Shot a deer in its rear in 1961. Jingle bells, Batman smiles, Robin laid the egg. Shot a deer in its rear in 1963.
Chantel,
I don't have one.
you don't have a joke?
Just make one up about a mountain.
Oh, I know one. It's Raven's cousin came from Paris, and Raven acted like she had a boyfriend, so she picked her best friend Eddie because he's a boy, and then she's like, oh, and then Raven's like, oh, Boo, and then he's like, who you calling Boo? And then they start walking, and she's like,
I got a
who
blonde
you?
joke.
All right, let's hear it.
Okay. There's a blonde. And she goes to the store and she said, can I please find a microwave? And she's like, yeah. And, well, she didn't know where the microwave was, so she went to ask a cashier, and she said, yeah, right down the side. She's like, there's no microwave here. All of it is refrigerators. So, and then the lady said, oh my God, you're a blonde, that's why. So then she goes home and she dyes her hair red, and then she comes back and she says, I'm looking for a refrigerator. She goes, the cashier says, right down that aisle. She's like, there's no refrigerators down here. And then she goes, and then the cashier says, "Oh my God, it's a redhead." So, and then she goes home and she dyes her hair.
Brown?
Yeah, brown. And she says, she goes to the next store. I'm looking for a stove. She goes, the cashier says, "Yeah, right down that aisle." She goes in there. "There's no stoves down here." "Well, duh, you're a blonde." Because like every time she would see, like, she would say, like she'd see a refrigerator, but because she's a blonde, she would think it was a microwave. And she'd go down the the refrigerator aisle, and she'd say, "There's no refrigerator here," but it was really a refrigerator. She thought it was a microwave. And then the other.
Okay.
2 jokes for you.
All right.
And That's a Raven. There's this girl named Chelsea. She came back because Raven wanted to cook dinner for her cousin.
I'll get some more.
So she wanted to go get some lobsters from the store. And then she actually came back with a live lobster.
Whoa.
And then Chelsea
Hold on.
stole this desk because Raven had a note
Zach?
in there.
Okay, so.
There was That's a Raven. The Raven wrote a note, and then they didn't want her mom to see it, so so they took a desk and they moved it all around, and then the principal said, "What are you doing?" And then Chelsea says, "Well, this desk came from a tree until mankind wanted to cut it down." And Raven says,
Right.
"Zip it."
Oh. All right.
Shane, tell him a joke.
Shane,
A really good joke.
I know we talked about this the other day, but if you could have all the money in the world and you could buy any car you wanted, which car would it be?
The Cadillac Escalade.
Cadillac Escalade. What color?
Silver.
Silver one?
I would get a dark green one.
Tell him. Oh,
Move
Shane.
your hair like this.
Shane, move your hair like what Katie's doing.
Move your hair like this, remember?
It's so cool.
Do it again.
It's girls.
Yeah,
I can do it too.
too.
No, you can't.
I can.
All right, Chantel, if you could buy any car in the world, what would it be?
Cadillac Escalade.
Really?
Yep.
Katie?
I had
color.
3 cars.
Oh, what color?
Cadillac Escalade. It
What?
would be dark green or dark blue.
Really?
Or
Ask me.
Okay, wait.
I
dark
Wait a second.
red.
I'd
Okay.
have 3 cars, a minivan, and one of those PT Cruisers,
I
and
hate those cars.
one of those slug bugs.
Really? What color slug bug?
Those are so small. How are you going to fit kids in there if you have any?
Red, and then PT Cruiser, silver, and then the minivan, blue.
Okay, Zach, what kind of car would you get?
SUV.
What kind of SUV? Would you get a
Black.
Cadillac Escalade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't even know.
Would you get the kind of wheels that keep spinning even when you stop?
Yes.
The
Yes.
spinners? Okay. Now, when you get married, how many kids do you want?
3.
3 kids?
I know.
How many kids do you want when you get married?
4. I could take
Okay,
2 and then.
Shane, how many kids do you want when you get married? 2 kids?
Oh my gosh, look at Shane.
Chantel?
I want a boy or a girl, or I want twins.
Oh, I know.
Finish it out, right?
I want 2. Since I'm gonna have 4 kids, I want 2 girls and 2 boys.
Okay.
Since I'm gonna have 4 kids.
Back in 1962, I was shoveling like 9 years, and my name is Old Grandpa.
Oh,
It is?
when I
What's
was
your girlfriend's name?
Jordan.
What's your girlfriend's name?
Jordan.
Where you going, buddy? What's your boyfriend's name?
I don't know. I don't have one.
Jacob?
No, I don't. So I
Jacob
know
C.
your girlfriend's name. Her name is Jordan.
Huh.
When
Okay.
I was 60, I'm 60 right now, and when I was 60, I didn't need a cane, but now
How
I
old
do.
how old do you think I am?
24?
How old do you think I am?
33.
No, 44. He's in
Shane?
his 30s.
31. How old do you think I am?
31?
Okay.
Zachary says, Zachary, that back.
She
31.
is 37.
I take that back. 37.
How old are you?
No,
Actually,
I'm
and you know
31.
what Zachary said? And I said 4. And
No, no,
42.
Beth is 36. No, she's 36.
And I said, you're 42, and then he's like, no way, he's in his 30s.
Who, what? Say it again?
You. I said you were 44, and then Zachary says, no way, he's in his 30s.
That's right. That's right. How old do you have to be to drive?
16.
Okay.
They say,
That's right.
until you get married, you have to be 20-something years old.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, but you have to be 16 to drive.
Okay. And how much money do you think it costs to buy a house?
I know. 10,000 grand. About 10,000 grand plus 50%.
Plus 50% of what?
Getting your, I know.
I want.
10,000.
I wanted to know. Okay, 10,000. I wanted to know how much it costs to buy a house.
Look at his stamp.
250,000. That's about right.
Twist.
Ooh.
This shovel can do the twist.
Where do I live?
California.
What city?
LA. Sorry, say.
What city do I live in?
California, LA.
I specifically live in Long Beach,
Long Beach.
but it's a suburb of LA. We live real close to Disneyland.
I know that.
We live really close to Knott's Berry Farm.
I know that.
We live really close to Angel Stadium, you know, where the California Angels play.
No, don't know that.
You didn't know that?
I do.
We live about 5 miles from the ocean. You guys can come swimming anytime you want.
Okay. Do you have a pool in your backyard?
No,
Uh-huh.
I don't. But if I did, would that make you come quicker?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because maybe I'll put one in if you guys will come out and see
Put
me.
an indoor pool inside your house.
An indoor pool?
Indoor pool and indoor jacuzzi.
Okay.
Amanda's jacuzzi.
Now tell
Yo, it's Amanda's jacuzzi.
tell your Aunt Beth something into the camera so we can watch this when you guys aren't around.
I know.
Just. You okay, buddy? You okay? Did it go up your nose?
Yeah.
Good thing you didn't spit in my bag.
What did it spit out his nose? What if I spit out my nose? You know what? Vaughn, he had a glass of water and the water came out of his nose. Because
All right.
somebody made him do it.
How long does a president get to be president?
I know.
How long?
30 years.
No.
20 years.
No. Shane?
40 years.
What?
How long does a president get to be president?
4 years.
But how long?
What?
It's a 4-year term. How long does a president get?
4 years. Oh,
So potentially,
4-year term.
8.
right? Potentially, he could be president for 8 years.
Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Now, who was the president before George Bush?
I know.
Who?
Who's George Bush? Abraham Lincoln.
No.
I know.
No, Abraham Lincoln was from a long, long time ago.
I
Who
know,
was
Sid.
George Bush is our president today. But who was our president before that?
Kennedy.
No, Kennedy was from the 60s.
I know.
What?
President before George Bush.
Bill Clinton. Who's president before him?
The other George Bush.
George
Who's
Bush.
our fourth president?
The fourth president? Well, it was Washington, then Adams, and then Jefferson, and then, was it Adams again? A different Adams? I don't remember who the fourth president was. That's a good
Because
question.
then they're lucky because the 4th of July and they're the fourth president.
That's true. Huh. That's cool.
Whoever's the 7th president.
You guys, what do you like best about living in Wisconsin? Go ahead. Zach, what do you like best about living in Wisconsin?
That they have Yu-Gi-Oh cards.
Right.
Yeah, and like some.
Alright, what do you like best about Grandma and Grandpa Moran?
I know.
What?
They have good freezies. They have good toys outside.
Yeah, but what about them? Not about what they have, but what
I
about...
know. They're special.
They're special?
Because
Why are they special?
Because my dad, actually, Grandma and Grandpa, this Grandma and Grandpa had my dad, and I loved them.
Yeah? You love them very much?
And
Okay.
they had my mom and dad.
Why are they
my
special?
Mom, and they're very nice.
Yeah, they are. They take good care of you guys.
Yeah, and they take us places.
And you know why they have freezies in the
I
freezer?
know,
Why?
because just in case us kids want something like instead of popsicles, freezies.
That's right. They put them in there because you guys want them. Because they love you.
Popsicles don't last long, only freezies do.
Whoa. All right, I'm gonna turn the camera off now. So say, give us a message.
When you guys leave, you better hear this. Goodbye. It's okay. Bye. I'll miss you. I'll miss you so much. I want to grow you a hug.
You want to grow me a
I
hug?
want to raise you.
Okay.
I want to raise the camera.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll see you later, camera. I want to raise you.